and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, it's going to be a Pokemon Go Fest review. Now, we are at Buckingham Fountain, which is like the water spawn for this area with Dratini and Ghastly as well. However, as you can see, it's a little sparse. So apparently, there's like some national weather condition advisory going on. So they've advised the entire event to clear out. The only way they must have been able to actually get everyone to clear out is by turning off the spawns, I'm assuming, because it's literally dead here. So, yeah, that's unfortunate if you're here on Saturday. Sorry about that. Yesterday was popping off, though. Friday, apparently I watched some of like JTDLE and Mystic 7 trainer tips. They were here on Friday. No, Thursday. Thursday they were here. I was here Friday, because that was yesterday. So, honestly, super amazing event by Niantic. Let's go through the cons first. The negatives of the event were some of the Pokemon that appeared that were not shiny were just like overpopulated. So like when we got into the Winter Wonderland, or no, Fairy Garden, one of the two, there was Snover everywhere. Like no one wanted Snover. It was everywhere. The entire place was flooded with Snover. The place where the little hippo dude was, it was flooded with little hippo dudes, which first, like when I first got there, was amazing because I'd never gotten hippo dude before. My Pokedex entry was actually in last episode for hippo dude and the evolved form of hippo dude, Hippowdon. I cannot say hippo dude's name, so he will forever be called hippo dude. So, honestly, super amazing event. Other than that, like, yes, some spawns were just like all over the place, but for shiny hunting was absolutely amazing. Yesterday, actually, let's go ahead and turn on Pokemon Go and turn on screen recording real quick so we can go through like a review of yesterday, all the pros, because the cons pretty much are done for the most part. The only thing was like half an hour before the event, some of the lures started turning off, which was, you know, not the best, but let's go ahead and go through Pachirisu. So these guys are in hot demand. You can already tell, like, I already started my Pachirisu, and then I already have like, what is that, 3, 6, 9 others already claimed by people, and I'm coming home with a total of 43 Pachirisu, and that's after me deleting like all the ones under 323. So, because I figured no one would want like a 200 CP Pachirisu. So 43 Pachirisu are coming home with me. That is crazy. Unknown. So the unknown spelled out wake up exclamation point, and I do have unknowns from other events and from like trades that I've done. So we'll just like go through this slowly. I haven't counted the unknowns. There's too many unknowns to count. I also still have unknowns from last Go Fest that I'm trying to trade away, such as question mark unknown, etc. So honestly, super amazing event for unknown. Tons and tons of unknown there. And now, let's go into recent and put this into shiny so I can show you guys all the amazing shinies that I've gotten since coming up to Chicago. So in my Chicago adventure, you may have seen Clusteroo here over at Navy Pier and my first ever Mischievous, but on the way home, I was able to grab another Mischievous and a Cubone, which is very cool. And this one here, Pineco, starts off the amazing Chicago Go Fest shiny hunt. So we got Pineco, super cool. My Ghastly, which is amazing. Mawile number 1, it turns out. Great. This is actually going to be my evolution for Granbull, so we're going to do that live. So Snubbull was absolutely amazing. Super, like that was one of the ones I was really hunting for. Snubbull, Ghastly, Sableye, Duskull, and probably Machop were my like top ones to like come here for. And I actually crossed off all of them except for Duskull, and Sableye was actually a surprise one that I didn't even know I had until the very end. So, keep going through here. We got my second Houndour, my first one that I actually caught for myself. Another one got traded to me a long time ago. My second Mawile, which is crazy. And this guy here, Sand Shrew, which I will now be evolving to a Sand Slash. So this was, I believe, over at the trading post, or maybe I was like charging my camera over at the Team Instinct tent. Either way, it was absolutely amazing getting another Sandshrew, especially after one ran for me during the 30 minutes where the event was down yesterday. So that's another thing though, is like the event, yes, did go down yesterday, which was a con, but they got it back up in like 30 minutes, so very cool. And Sandslash, oh my gosh, what a great shiny. What a great shiny. We got another Larvitar, again, Community Day Pokemon though, so Machop. This guy is super cool, and I'm actually going to evolve this guy all the way up to Machamp. Yes, I know it's only 330 CP, but you better believe I'm going to put some Stardust into this guy. Hopefully he comes out with Counter Dynamic Punch, so I don't have to use any TMs. Yo, Machoke though looks really sick too, actually. And then I will be going through the city of Chicago today, probably down to Navy Pier again. There's also a PvP tournament going on today that is going on in either half an hour or an hour. If it's half an hour, I won't be able to make it. If it's an hour, I'll be able to make it. So, very cool. I do plan on going to that. Will not be on the channel, but very, very cool nonetheless. There's like, right now, 219 people confirmed to be participating in the tournament. 819 Counter Dynamic Punch Machamp. That's a lot of Stardust though. Holy cow. We also got another Cubone. So we're going to actually evolve this one up to a Marowak. So we have one Cubone from a trade that we did a couple weeks ago. One Cubone from Chicago just going around. I believe that was on the way back from Navy Pier. And now we have Marowak, which actually looks really cool. More of a lime green as opposed to like the mossy green of Cubone. So that's actually a really cool shiny. I like that. That's cool. Then we got this one, Mawile, a 93% Mawile, which is ridiculous. And then this one here, Dragon's Keep, which I actually caught like over there on the other side of Buckingham Fountain. So this is the dragon area, the palace, so he's keeping guard over the palace. So Dragon's Keep, very cool. Little Whammer. Shiny Absol in the wild, which was absolutely crazy. Not the shiny I was hunting for over in Spooky Woods, but I'll take it. Snubble number 2. Pikachu with a flower crown, which is super rare. And this guy, which actually hatched from an egg, which was nuts, because it did the egg like skip thing, so I didn't even see it pop up. So all I saw in my recents was like Geodude, Machop, and like a Horsey from like the first 3 lines, and I thought, oh, okay, those are my hatches. And I didn't scroll down until later when I was going through like making sure that I had like everything in order. So it was ridiculous. And oh wait, no, I actually ended Chicago Go Fest with shiny Geodude, little golden nugget here. And then on the way back, I had post Go Fest Starbucks and got a Drifloon. And late last night, and I'll throw up that screen recording actually over here of me catching the Horsey, and then I'll turn off screen recording over on my phone. So that should be playing somewhere over in the background. And oh my gosh, Go Fest was absolutely amazing, but the downsides were, I suppose the downsides weren't terrible, because like it was still totally playable, and like it was just like certain places you just kind of skipped if you weren't looking for those Pokemon, or you just didn't catch the Pokemon there. So like Fairy Garden was an excellent example of this, because there was Snover everywhere. Windy weather had boosted Togetic spawns, which, you know, admittedly Togetic, very cool Pokemon to have, but yeah, just didn't want Togetics, didn't want Snover. But there were Lapras, of course, Pokemon that I was hunting were Caterpie and Roselia, Snubble, Mawile. So a lot of really cool Pokemon to hunt. Unfortunately, I still have not found a Roselia, which is ridiculous. Roselia has been out for over a year, but Mew has been out for like 6 months, and I haven't gotten or hatched either one of those. So that was one of the ones I was hunting for also. Not like a top 5 one, but I definitely wanted that Pokemon. Anyway, Go Fest, the positives. The positives of Go Fest, as always, tons of Stardust, tons of rare Pokemon, Pachirisu, unknown, shiny Pokemon. But the other positives, trading Pokemon. They unlocked 5 special trades for you that day during the event, which was amazing, and also alludes to possible future events where they will also be letting you do special trades more than once, possibly like another trading event like they did last year to hype up trading, where they did like half Stardust for like a week, I think, for trades. And so you could also maybe see in the future maybe doing 2 special trades a day for like a week for some kind of trading event. Super, super cool. The ideas behind this are amazing. Also, another negative. I think I touched on this earlier, but about half an hour before the event, I'll throw up a screenshot of this. The lures just started dying. And without the lures, a lot of the Pokemon spawns died with them. So for about half an hour, but really more like 20 minutes before the event, because that's when like a lot of lures started like just going away. And the certain spawn points were kind of dead. Like around here, I was hunting for a Shining Lotad for the came over here to hunt for a Shiny Lotad because I only got one, and I was like, you know what, out of all the Pokemon that I could have been here for, I would love a Shiny Lotad just to kind of walk away. There was also Clamperl, Magikarp, and a bunch of other shiny Pokemon possibilities over here behind me. And so I was hunting around here, and then all the lures started dying off, and I was like, okay. So that's actually what brought me back over to the sandy desert area, and that's where I got my Geodude to end off the event. So I'm super happy about that. Not gonna lie, but yeah, definitely on Niantic's part for allowing that to happen. Also, like some lures, I couldn't tell if they were going all day or if they were going like half-hour lures. Especially in like the morning time. I think during like that half hour that I went down, I think it may have like reset like all the lures to just like half an hour, and then for the rest of the day they were pretty much for the rest of the event until like the final like 10-20 minutes, which was kind of like hello, but you know, it is what it is. But another great thing about this event was the fact that it really was community based. Like so much, like there was really no anger, no hostility towards anybody. Everyone was having fun. The reactions were amazing. Like just like, oh, shiny Absol, like shiny blah blah blah, or oh, Pachirisu unknown, etc. There was even apparently 100% something or other that caused like a lot of people to run towards that area. I think it was either 100% unknown or 100% Pachirisu, one of the two. The return of Flower Crown Pokemon, other like event exclusive Pokemon, was amazing, super surprising, and some people were definitely on the hunt for those. Even towards like the end, people started going over to the trading post just for shiny Eevee with the Flower Crown, which is kind of crazy. Also, speaking of trading, amazing the fact that I got all my trades done, which was amazing at the end of GoFest. Apparently something's up with GoFest right after you get out. So right after you get out, and I think I put them on Twitter, I added the Sylph Road and I added GoHub, be like, what's going on with these snapshots? So I'll throw up one of these over here, and you can see over here that there is a picture of my Jirachi. I was super hungry. It was late at night. I was in the middle of editing. I was like, yo, I need some food. The only place open was McDonald's, so I went down to McDonald's, had some food. It's like, you know what, let me take a picture of Jirachi with the Avengers, right? Just because, like, amazingness, right? I haven't seen Endgame yet. Do not spoil it for me. So, I took a picture of my Jirachi with the Avengers, and out comes Team Rocket. Team Rocket is officially in Pokemon Go for the first time. We've seen their clothes before that you could buy, both regular Team Rocket and Rainbow Team Rocket, which I think is from like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that. But like Team Rocket is in Pokemon Go. This could be a huge thing for Pokemon Go and like a potential like future event. Maybe NPCs? Team Rocket NPC, Team Rocket just like Team Rocket special events maybe. Maybe Team Rocket will be the ones tied to the Jirachi event worldwide. So we don't really know what Team Rocket is doing in Pokemon Go. But also, there was one of these stops here was a look at the next loading screen. If I can find one, I'm pretty sure I can. It'll be over here also, of the new loading screen in Pokemon Go. Which has Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, as well as Gibble. It's like a summer kind of like beach looking screen. So that's very cool. Possible spoilers in there for what's coming next to Pokemon Go. Maybe a Gibble themed event. Who knows? And then that's really everything about Pokemon Go Fest. It was absolutely amazing. The pros were so amazing that they definitely outweighed the cons, except maybe if you're here today. So I haven't heard it for a while, but there was advisories going on like every minute about sorry for the inconvenience. Chicago National Weather Service has declared extreme weather advisory. Please evacuate the area. Staff will let you know when to come back, etc., etc. So they kicked everyone out, which is kind of crazy because in the thing it says inclement weather, rain or shine, be prepared, pack a poncho, pack an umbrella, whatever. But they kicked everyone out. Damn. So that's really unfortunate if you're here on Saturday for today's Go Fest. But they have also declared on Twitter that the event will be extended. What will this mean? The last time they extended an event for Go Fest, they made the entire city pop off. Okay? They also put Lugia and Articuno for the first time ever in raids. What will happen as a result of this? Will they just extend this until 11 o'clock? This has been going on for a while. They might just do it till the park closes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If it does go citywide, I'll put that at the end of this video. Hey, what's up guys? So I got some information about what they're doing for the people yesterday who got rained out at Go Fest. Apparently what they're doing from Niantic and the popular news around town, and from what I've heard from a lot of people who were supposed to be at Saturday Go Fest yesterday, was that Niantic is going to give them their own personal Go Fest wherever they are at in the world as compensation from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. in their hometown next Saturday. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely a good compensation. It's not going to be all the same amount of stops and the cluster that it was at Go Fest, but if you go to your area where you typically grind, or the best area in town, or if you need to go out of town a little bit, just take it the day and have your own personal Go Fest, that could in some cases maybe work out even better. But yeah, that is the update on that. But that is today's episode for today. Honestly, Go Fest, amazing. I would rank it at the top of the events. Was better than the first Go Fest by far. Obviously, everything outdoes the first Go Fest. Was it better than last year's Go Fest? Yes, I think it was. Now, aesthetically, the habitats last year were way better. The habitats last year, aesthetically wise, were way better. But the spawns for this year's Go Fest were absolutely fire. The habitats were great. Some of the challenges, putting certain Pokemon in another Pokemon's habitat, so you had to walk back and forth, just making sure you get your KMs in. By the way, I think I'm already at 48 kilometers for this week, and that's, oh wait, I was at Disney too, but still, I'm already at 48 kilometers. A lot of that was just from going back and forth and Go Fest and going around Chicago, and yeah, just absolutely amazing event. Honestly, 5-star event. It was amazing for my day. Today, I'm not sure. We're going to have to see what they do for compensation-wise. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.